Morning guys, today we'll work on physics, solving June 2019, and we're starting question 1 normally. Question 1 is under magnetic field, so figure 1 shows a circuit diagram used to run a small radio from the main transformer. Okay, here is the circuit diagram. Now the questions are as follows. Romans 1. What kind of transformer is used? Explain. If you look at it well, you realize that here is the principal coil, or we can say the primary coil. Here we have like more terms than in the secondary coil. It means this is a step down transformer. So that is the explanation. Identify the component M. So here is the component M. M is the diode. That is how you represent a diode in physics. And the diode is used to amplify the AC. It is used to amplify the AC. If you have such a circuit, if here is the representation of the voltage, you realize that the diode will transform this into something of this form. So you eliminate one section and you just consider one section. Here is question 1b. It says figure 2 shows a solenoid on a cardboard. Okay, the end of the solenoids are connected to a DC supply. Here is the DC supply. Yet, Romans 1, copy the figure and sketch the magnetic field, indicating the polarity. Okay, yet if this switch is on, we realize that current will flow in this direction from the positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal. If here is the current flowing, it means you come here and flow in this direction, in this direction, in this direction, and in this direction. So that is the direction of the current. You use our right hand, you realize that our fingers, these 4 fingers, are the direction of current, and our thumb is pointing the north pole of the magnet. That means this is the north pole, and this is the south pole. What about the magnetic flux? We know that the magnetic field lifts the north to the south. Lift the north to the south. That's what we call the polarity. You can draw as many field lines as you like, but that will be wasted of time. To the south. So that is it. That was Romans 1. Romans 2. State one method of making the magnetic field stronger. Okay, if you increase the magnitude of the current in this circuit, you increase the magnetic field. If you increase the number of turns per unit length, you see increase the magnetic field. So those are the methods we can use so as to increase the magnetic field. And the last one is to name one device which makes use of magnetism that can be switched on and off. And a good example is just a loudspeaker. We are still on June 2019, question 2. Question 2 is under current electricity. Here the aim is to know how to calculate the resistors in series and in parallel, and to identify some meters. Good. The first question says, identify the instrument labeled X and Y. So X is the ammeter. Why is X the ammeter? X is the ammeter because it is connected in series to the circuit. Y is the voltmeter. Why? Because it is connected in parallel to the resistor. So X is used to measure the current in the circuit, and Y is used to measure the potential difference across this resistor. So this question usually comes in the GC. B says calculate the total resistance of the circuit. To calculate the total resistance of the circuit, we can realize that these two resistors are in parallel. Why? Because the same current will not flow through them. This current will come and will be subdivided into, let's say, I1 and I2. The same current is not flowing through them, so they are in parallel. So the aim here is to obtain these resistors in parallel and then add to this one in series. How do you calculate the total resistors in parallel? So R parallel will be equal to the product over the sum. It means R1 times R2 all over R1 plus R2. That is 4 times 6 on 4 plus 6. Yeah. So that is how you obtain the total resistance in parallel. Now, with this result, our circuit will be reduced into this. This will be R parallel, and this will be R 2 ohms. That will be a new circuit. And here we realize that the two resistors are now in series. So we can just add them. Total resistance in series equal to R parallel plus R of the 2 ohms. So here we have like 2.4 ohms. That means our R total is 2.4 ohms plus 2 ohms. That is 4.4 ohms. That is the total resistance in this circuit. Okay, the last question here says calculate the current flowing through the 2 ohms resistor. Here is the 2 ohms resistor. Realize the 2 ohms resistor, the current flowing here is the current flowing through the circuit. It means we need the total resistance of the circuit and this voltage supplying the whole circuit so as to obtain the current flow through the resistor. And we know that from Ohm's law, V is equal to RI, where R is the total resistance, V is the total voltage, and I will be the total current, I. So I is just equal to V on R, where V is equal to 12 volts and R is equal to 4.4 ohms. So this is all about this exercise. Still under June 2019, question 3 is under heat capacity. Okay. Question 3a says define the specific latent heat of vaporization. Okay, the specific latent heat of vaporization is the heat energy required to change the state of a unit mass of liquid into vapor at constant temperature. Okay, Romans 2 says, why is the specific latent heat of vaporization of water much larger than the specific heat capacity? Okay. The reason is very easy. Here with the specific latent heat of vaporization, not only the energy is needed to break the bonds between the molecules, but also to overcome atmospheric pressure. But here energy is needed just to change the temperature. That is the reason why the specific latent heat of vaporization is greater than the specific capacity. Okay. Question 3b says the mercury column of a newly made mercury in glass thermometer is 5 cm long. When the bulb is deep in pure melting ice, when the bulb is transferred into steam from pure boiling water at standard atmospheric pressure, the mercury column is 17 cm long. When the bulb is dipped into another liquid of unknown temperature theta, the mercury column is 10 cm long. And Roman 1 says, what is the thermometric property of this thermometer? What is the thermometric property of this thermometer? So, the thermometric property is just the change in volume or the length of the liquid column. That is just the property. Now, the second question says, calculate the unknown temperature theta. Here is theta, the unknown temperature. The formula is easy. So the formula is as follows. Theta is just equal to the length at theta minus L0 divided by the length at 100 minus L0 times 100 degrees. So it suffices for us to replace the values and multiply up. That is 10 minus 5 divided by 17 minus 5 times 100 degrees equal to 41.6 degrees. That is the value of theta. What you want